You are listening to the Ash and Manoftomorrow podcast with special guest Cirque. And what's your screen name again? Go.
Hello, Chris Brown. Are you there?
Earth to.
He's still beating up Rihanna.
Shame. Don't you know beating women is wrong, Chris? Shame.
I am here. SSJ CJB.
Well, yeah, we finally got you away from Rihanna. Good. Okay, in all seriousness, the issue with Rihanna, it's bad, you know. We're just making fun of Chris Brown, not Rihanna.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, Rihanna's hot. Chris Brown, he sucks balls.
Yeah, not as hot as Megan Fox, though.
Oh, burn.
Of course, she can't act for shit, but damn well nice to look at.
Neither is Dakota Fanning, and yet people still praise her.
Well, at least the only good roles that Megan Fox has ever done are prostitute roles.
Well, wait. Who's worse? Megan Fox or Kristen Stewart? Who's worse as an actress?
Tie.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait, no, Megan Fox, definitely.
Megan Fox, definitely.
Wow.
Megan Fox, because she has a hot rack.
She's a worse actress. Oh.
Say again, Ash?
Wait, Megan Fox is a worse actress than Kristen Stewart?
Hell yeah. At least Kristen Stewart can semi-act, depending on the role.
But she can't keep her mouth shut.
She's just a sexy woman.
But
Wait a minute, should we actually be talking about our topics right now? Because we're going way off topic.
Yeah, this intro is going too long.
Thanks to you, Daniel.
It's Man of Tomorrow.
Yes.
Be sure to edit that.
Hey, we weren't the ones actually tracking this off. You were the one beating up Rihanna.
Yeah.
so
Anyway, so what topics? Random.
Siskel and Eper died earlier today.
Yeah, that one was sad, by the way.
Oh.
A little bit scary, because you see his image, you're like, oh god.
Oh yeah, I knew he was going to kick the bucket someday, especially with the condition that he was before he. Yeah.
How did he end up that way anyway? That condition.
Thyroid cancer, I believe.
Yeah.
Because I saw his picture on the internet when it just said that he dies. Like, oh, it sucks that he died, but oh my god, his face.
And he also had throat cancer too.
Yeah, I mean he was one of the first really critics to become huge. He and Gene Siskel, and they've actually inspired a lot of people, a lot of similar types of that type of reviewing or people doing that type. Like First Take with Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith, and Pardon the Interruption with Tony Kornheiser and Michael Wilbon. So they've influenced a lot of people.
I wasn't really influenced by him, given the fact that he completely trashed. He's one of the reasons why I stopped listening to critics.
Mm.
You guys figured, hey, they're just giving their opinion.
To be honest, guys, I've never heard of him.
You've never heard of him?
Seriously, no. So, do you want to fill me in what he was doing before his death? And
Oh, he was a film critic who reviewed a lot of good movies as well as bad ones. Ever heard of Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down?
no, unfortunately not.
Well, basically, he and Gene, in 1975, I believe it was 75, he and Gene Siskel got their own TV show at the movies where they reviewed movies. They basically lived movies. They breathed movies. They loved everything about movies.
Didn't their success pretty much take off by bashing Friday the 13th?
Maybe. I mean, they bashed a lot of movies. They also, well, actually, no, Gene Siskel didn't, but Ebert at times would give thumbs up to really bad movies. Revenge of the Sith.
Oh boy.
What? Well, I mean, the prequels are bad, but the biggest fail of it, the Phantom Menace.
Oh,
Duh.
definitely.
But no, he claimed the reason why episode he liked Revenge of the Sith was the love story between Padme and Anakin. I'm like, what love story?
Yeah.
They're not in love unless she loved the fact he did a mass murder to a bunch of sand people. Then yeah, by all means, that's perfect love.
Yeah, it's just as very well written as Twilight.
Because I never got that in Attack of the Clones, where they're basically facing their death, or they assume that well, Padme assumes they're gonna die. So like, screw it. You know what, Anakin, I love you, man. I love you. So yeah, it's like he's like,
And then Anakin knocked her up.
Yeah.
oh yeah, and the deleted scene. She's, she meets her mom, or no, she goes visits her family, and they're like, oh, is
Yeah,
this the
yeah, yeah.
boyfriend? And he's like, no.
But he enjoys.
Pops up so much in the dialogue in the prequels.
Oh yeah, and can you imagine that? Can you picture the hilarity of the behind the scenes footage? George Lucas, mentoring Hayden Christensen, saying, "Yeah, in the scene, you must say, yeah, I want more, but I know I shouldn't."
You know who I
What
feel
was he
bad.
doing, man? What was he doing when he created Jar Jar, man?
He was high.
Yeah,
And he's also a racist.
The funny thing is, I feel so bad for Christopher Lee in those films. I just think he was like, I could picture him in his head going, "I was in Lord of the fucking Rings. How did I get put in this shit?"
Hey, at least he's making it up for The Hobbit, though.
Yeah, man's ancient now.
Yeah.
just thinking. I mean, he could have launched his stardom even further if he did Halloween, because he was offered the part of Donald Loomis in Carpenter's original. And he's like, nah, I don't want to do that film. And then the movie became a huge success for independent film. He's like, he goes to I think, I don't know if he went to Deborah. Shit, I forgot her last name. Either her or John Carpenter, and said, when I passed on that was the biggest mistake I ever made.
Yeah. But I also know that I know Siskel and Ebert hated the first Turtles film.
Wait, they hated the first Turtles film, but they didn't hate the third one.
I don't know. I know they didn't like the first one. I forget their reasons, but they both gave it a thumbs down, which was like really harsh for that film, especially since it's actually a surprisingly good movie.
Maybe they got
I
bad
mean,
taste.
it's no classic, but hey, you know what? I'd just rather have a fun Turtles action movie than what Michael Bay's gonna shit out.
I will say this:
Yeah.
that
Hey, Manoftomorrow, you was on about Deborah, wasn't you?
The what?
Deborah Hill was Deborah
Oh,
Hill about
yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Deborah
yeah.
Hill. Yeah, thanks.
Oh, she's dead now.
Yeah, she died a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, 5, 10 years ago, I think.
2005.
Oh yeah, because that was when the Halloween 25 Years of Terror documentary came out, and I think it was dedicated to her memory.
Yeah.
oh, wasn't the actor who played Mike Myers? It was done by one guy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no. You're talking about the original, right?
I think so. I know. What was it
Two
like?
people.
Oh, two people.
Yeah. Nick Castle did most of it, except for the unmasking. That was done by an actual person who was 21 at the time.
And the what else? The Friday the 13th series. That was done by many different actors. Played Jason.
Mm-hmm. Which I've totally lost complete respect for. Let's see, what's his name? King Hodder.
Jason.
Yeah, because I actually liked him as Jason, but then he got all pissed off because he wasn't picked to play Jason in the Freddy vs. Jason. Then I read the Crystal Lake to Manhattan documentary book, and oh my god, I lost complete respect after that. Reading on Jason Goes to Hell, and he's saying like, "Hey, this is how you're supposed to portray the character," and most of the actors like, "Fuck you, man! I'm doing it the way I want to do it." Only only the guy who played what's his name? He was the mortician in Jason Goes to Hell. He's the only person who actually went with what Kane Hodder said. Everyone else is like, no, doing it my own thing. Then again, I don't know what was up with Adam Marcus directing certain scenes. Something to do with homoerotic shaving. Yeah, homoerotic shaving. What the hell was up with that? Shaving that security guard. Shaving the mustache off, the hair, and then, bam, looks like some weird fucking gay kiss. Like, what the hell was up with that? Like, he's zooming, like, not a kiss, but it's like a zoom in, like, giving the interpretation. He's swapping the demon spawn between bodies because his body is, I guess, decomposing, and he's running out of time, so he's got to switch bodies. The only way he can do it is like, mouth to mouth. I assume, like his mouth over someone else's, and then the demon goes through. I assume. We just zooming, like, what the hell are they thinking? And the baby thing, the scenes like decapitated head of his own brother. Like, he didn't kill his brother in real life, but his brother played a cop in the film. But hey, at least one thing I'll say good about Adam Marcus is that he caused the Jason versus Freddy to happen.
There was Jason X, the most shittiest film ever.
There's a lot of bad Jason films. Let's see, A New Beginning, that never happened.
Did you like the remake, guys?
Yeah, it was good. What the hell was up with New Line or Platinum Dunes or whatever the fuck it is saying no to the sequel? Because I thought the film was actually good.
It was funny to watch in the remake, watch Jason run like fucking bolt like a bat out of hell chasing people.
Well, technically, Jason did run in the first three sequels, 2, 3, and the final chapter, which technically was not the final chapter. He ran, and I prefer that Jason. Yeah. Well, I mean, some of the sequels are pretty good. The Jason Lives, my favorite Jason sequel. I love that film.
I still want to see a Michael Myers versus Jason film.
Yes. I actually was like, well, who was the guy that played Jason in the reboot? I can't. I forgot his name. He's going to be in. I know he's going to be in the Hostile 3. I actually I messaged him on Facebook one time. Or no, wait, no. I think it was MySpace. I asked him that question. Who do you think would win in a fight? Freddy? No. Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees? His answer: the fans.
Speaking of Michael Myers and Jason, there was a Robot Chicken sketch at one time where Michael and Jason were actually falling in love or some shit like this. I think it's on YouTube where you can check it out. Michael Myers and Jason from Robot Chicken.
Didn't they also have Jason in a Family Guy episode? Where
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now I remember it because it was that Asian reporter Takanada. I think that was her name, and she interviewed Jason. It's like, there's chicks getting killed or something, or I guess they're at a camp, and he's like, what are you doing in your spare time or something like that. It's like, excuse me for a moment. He kills a slut character. Okay, what are you talking about?
It makes me wonder, are all the